Hello.
An awful thing has happened to me.
What?
I have stopped taking notes.
I
On
didn't
account-
do a great job with notes this time either.
So this is going to be a bit of a mess of an episode.
I don't think so, because I know almost everything that I want to say, I feel.
Okay, that's cool.
I think.
It's just a shame because Dragon Age took up a whole notebook.
I know.
Mass Effect kind of did. I think my notebook's downstairs for Mass Effect 1,
It's
2,
in my
3.
closet.
Fallout took a decent chunk. This is taking very little space in my kind of mental state, which is a shame because I like to like things.
Yeah.
And
I know. With this is interesting because I do regret not taking notes this time. I did great notes for the last two episodes, but I find that there's so much I want to write down, and there's so much game. There is simply so much game.
Yeah. Funny thing.
Yeah.
We all know. I downloaded like 200 to 300 mods for this game.
Yeah. We all know that.
We all know this because I have a whole thing of talking about it. I've been traveling, so I played on my Steam Deck, which has no mods on it. And that means that my character looks pretty different to how my character looks. Dresses way different.
Yeah.
And also has none of the skills that my rider has. There is an ability which is like a sniper see-through wall ability, and it's like I press it, I see every enemy, just I get an outline of them regardless of where they are, and I can shoot them through walls. I can like pierce. I get like piercing damage.
That's insane.
When I shoot through, and it's fucking awesome. Turns out that's a mod.
Yeah, it sounds like a mod.
It's good.
Yeah, no, it sounds
it's not
great.
like overpowered because
No?
it's like you take a severe damage reduction, but it's like you get like a 20% pierce, so it's like 20% of your damage is going through. But because I'm a sniper, my damage is crazy high anyway. It's like I shoot once, but my one is like I'll probably kill you with this one shot. So the piercing is just like it just means I can see everyone a little better, which is a thing I have, which is wrong with this game. Which is just it's not wrong with this game. This is a video game thing that kind of is annoying to me. It's like, I don't know who I'm supposed to be shooting. But that is also like a thing that I know I have to be better at because I play mainly turn-based RPGs, and it's like, who am I hitting? Well, the guy that's on the other side of the wall.
The enemy.
Yeah, the one guy that you can be hitting. Yeah, so that's been my adventure. I've been like trying to come to terms with the fact that my rider has a stupid like speckled scar on his face and not the large birthmark I had him have beforehand. His beard looks stupid now. His hair's different.
He looks like a BioWare character.
He looks like a BioWare character and not a modded BioWare character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That is to say, I had a lot. There were bits of this week where I was like, I'm really liking this.
Yeah.
This is really fun.
Because there was some story this time.
There's some story and it was cool.
There was some plot and exposition and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was being a bit pretentious though, and I was like, do you know what would be really good in this storyline is this thing if they did this instead of this.
Which we'll get to.
Which is really pretentious. Oh my god. That's so silly of me. What are we doing here?
Hi-oh! My name is Dillin, and I've played 3 Mass Effect games.
My name is Robin, and I've also played 3 Mass Effect games.
This is Dorkspawn, a video game book club podcast where we play choice-heavy video games, and then we discuss them chapter by chapter like a book club.
This week, we're playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
This week, we did all of A Trail of Hope.
Yeah, because, all right, so this is actually where I want to start jumping in, because last week, I kind of realized that I was misunderstanding what the Trail of Hope was, because I thought it was like these two, because, all right, so I went to the frozen planet first, Vold. You had gone to Havarl first, which is like the tropical planet. And I thought in my mind that like Vold and Havarl were gonna be like the
They have
same.
the same level of stuff happening.
Yeah,
I was also shocked by this.
because I was on Vold, and then when I realized that I was gonna have to also go to Havarl, I was like, this twice. This is so much. And so I started to get afraid because I was also on my journey of this. I had a very classic, like, first time playing Dragon Age Inquisition. You're in the hinterlands and you're just like, there's so much fucking stuff to do. When does plot happen? And like not realizing that you can leave and go do plot and come back to this place. You don't have to do every single side quest here. And I found myself in that kind of trap where I was like, I must do everything here on Vold before I can move on. And that's not true. But as it turns out, you don't have to go to Havarl at all to complete Trail of Hope.
No.
As long as you do enough stuff to gain the favor of the people, which you can do by doing enough of the tasks on Vold.
Sure.
And so that is what I wound up doing. I did. Hang on.
Dillin is cheating. Didn't keep
cheating.
Notes, but has the Steam Deck right here.
Help me. No. Thank you.
It's a 2-player game.
Okay. So so we had to like rescue the excursion group. We had to find the resistance lookouts that were captured. Getting like supplies for the resistance that had gone stolen and all of this stuff.
Okay.
So there was like a bunch of stuff that you could do that would gain you favor with the Ungaran people without having to go to Havarl. So I have Drac and I've messed up the focus.
Oh, by playing with your silly little Game
By
Boy.
playing with my silly little Game Boy. Come on, you can do this. You can. I believe in you.
Do it, focus.
It's focused on you.
Yeah, I know.
Only I'm sorry.
Yeah. Call me a show stealer.
Tell you that.
Move forward.
Maybe I'll move over here.
Oh!
There we go. I just had to get close to the star of the show. Okay. So doing all those favors and also more of these like remnant arcs, pillars, whatever, the things that are like stabilizing the monoliths, stabilizing the tech in the area. Doing those, more Sudokus, love them, having a great time. This ice planet sucks, and there's so much that needs to be done here.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because it's so barren with not a lot of like fun things to find.
Yeah,
which is completely the opposite to Havarl, which is so lush,
is 4 feet long,
and it seemingly is like toe to tip in shit to do. It's so like I'm constantly finding new stuff.
Yeah,
it's so weird. Yeah,
it's true. I just got there. I went to Havarl 10 minutes ago for the first time.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So what you're tracking is you're trying to find that they're one of the things that you've heard is that some of the people, Ungaran people, have been captured by the Ket
in labor camps.
You find some of them, and when you release them, they tell you that the Ket captured all of them and told them that they were like unworthy or something and locked them up, and then took others that they said were worthy somehow and took them to a secondary location.
Yeah.
So now you're tracking these people, and who you're really trying to get is what is her name? She's like this.
Oh, she's like a high up in the thing. I can't.
She's an intellectual. She's a thinker,
like a historian or scientist or something.
She's literally like, they describe her as like a thinker, which I think is really fun. The Moshai.
Moshai.
The Moshai. So you're trying to find her. She's gone missing. Jal is super emotional about it. I don't know if we've talked about how the Angarans are described to be just like really emotionally forward people.
Yeah.
They just say their emotions very plainly and their beliefs very plainly. Which is fun, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He loves the Moshai. He tells you such. I'm like, love? Like, what kind of love is it? And he's like, no, she's super old. Don't worry.
She's fucking old, decrepit. Not worthy of attention.
Yeah. So we go and we find her. They've captured her, but in this like fight through this big like relic that we're fighting through. This fight is cool. This whole like sequence I found really fun. Music is good. The like vibes are good. The fighting is interesting and dynamic. The building is fun and cool. You're like going through it and trying to like rescue the Moshai. And along the way, we see them do this ritual on one of the captured Angarans. And
specifically though, before this, we see a bunch of all of the captured Angarans, and they are all willingly in this, like, doing this ritual.
Not really willingly. They're like being forced. They're the ones that we see captured are being forced.
I swear Joel comments on the fact that they're doing it willingly.
No, they're not. They're deeply not, because they like run when the fighting starts. And then what happens is the Ket are turning the Angarans into Ket.
Yeah.
They do whatever little science magic they do, and then the Angarans turn into Ket, and as soon as they turn into Ket, they immediately turn against their own people. That's like
they become Ket.
Yeah, and and they're they want to do this to the Moshai, but they won't yet because they're trying to get information from her, and they are torturing her to get this information, but she hasn't broken.
Mm-hmm. Jala's a fun little freak out.
Very fun freak out.
About like how many of my own people have I killed without realizing it. And we do like this.
Yeah.
We don't know why the Ket are turning people into Ket, or if like this has always been what Ket are, which is turned Angarans, which I do think is very fun.
I think is fun. I'm curious about the origin of it. But we do hear some weird philosophy from them, because when you rescue the Moshai, you rescue her from this one Ket guy, and he spouts some like philosophy about how like this is like the awakened state, like this is like the most like advanced that you can be, and that like it's just simply like unlocking what the Angaran are supposed to be or something like that. I don't know, we don't know the whole story yet, but it's like there's some like culty philosophy behind what they're doing. And then when you rescue her, she's like, there are still Angarans in this facility.
Because you find a whole room which is like up to like the clouds, you can't even see the top of, like pods of Angarans.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in this building, specifically, they talk about how no one has ever left this building. No Angaran has ever walked out of here. They kind of go in, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's all to do with the head of the Angarans. No, the head of the Ket is a religious figure in this.
Yes.
Because he's not here, but they all talk about him like he's like the original.
Yeah.
Is he the Arbiter? Is that it?
I think that's
called
it.
The
Architect or Arbiter?
Arbiter.
Arbiter.
Because if it was the Architect, I would have.
You would have. Yeah, you would have been. Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's the Arbiter, so I'm not going to call it the Arbiter yet.
Okay.
But it's about like how they're talking about him like he's a revered god.
Yeah.
And is going to take them onto a new age. there is
Yeah.
a guy who's here who's like the leader of this zone, who is kind of priest-esque. And that's who we kill. That's our boss of this stage. But then she reveals,
There's
we
so many
have
more.
a way of opening all of the pods and getting people out, or we can blow up the whole building and then Ket won't
be
come
able
back.
to resettle here, which the Moshai argues that we should just blow the place up.
Yeah,
With Ungarans inside
she
or
doesn't
whatever.
want the Ket to be able to reuse this. And we're also having this conversation weirdly with a Ket.
Yeah.
Like, the head of this zone.
Yeah,
is
who's like begging us not to destroy the place.
Yeah, but it's so weird because I don't know. I thought him being here was odd in itself.
Yeah. We're like negotiating with him essentially, where he's about to like, we're like, hey, so I had the option because Jal is there with me, and Jal is like, even though he loves and respects the Moshai, he's like, no, we have to get the rest of our people out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care. We can always come back and destroy this place.
Yeah. But then she's like, there won't be time. If we don't destroy it, they will just do this again.
Yeah. But if you choose to rescue the Angarans inside, the Ket, like lieutenant or whatever, bargains with you. He's like, please don't blow this place up. This is our most holy temple.
So,
and I'm like, I don't give a shit about you, but sure, as long as you give the order to release them all right now.
Yeah.
And then he does. And then I used a quick time react to shoot him in the back. Yeah.
So you saved all the Angarans?
I saved all the Angarans.
Fascinating.
Did you blow up?
No, of course I saved them all.
Oh, okay.
I saved them all because my guy is a good guy and is like very emotional, but I didn't kill him. I just let him walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where I've hit my first really fun little character shift moment, I feel, for my writer, where before we get to this apex of it, there's a part where I think it's after you rescue some of the captured Angarans on your way into this, and then when you find out what the Ket are, and Jal is having a breakdown about it. There's some minor conversational choice where I like went over to him and was like, I'm so sorry. Like, and Jal, and I find this really funny because my writer has been kind of terse with everybody, kind of a dick, mostly like just really after this info and trying to find a home planet for the people I brought here, because that's why I came here, and that is it. And Jal is this person who's just like the opposite of her, like emotions on his sleeve, like very like willing to just like say how he feels about everything. Has also an enormous family, I've learned, like, tons of parents, tons of brothers and sisters, tons of cousins. And so I go up to him, Ryder goes up to him and is like, I'm so sorry. This is terrible. And he turns to me and calls me kind. And I was like, what? Me? You think I'm kind? And I think Ryder has obviously fallen in love, A. And B is like, I like that he called me kind.
Aww,
I've gotta
cute.
be kind. And so Ryder had the option to just make the decision to do one or the other, but then had the option to ask Jal what he thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, Jal, what do you think? And he's like, we can't. We have to get these people out of here. We can always come back. And so that is why Ryder was like,
fascinating.
yeah,
Sure.
you got it. You got it, babe. And
shot
saved,
the guy.
saved everybody. And then was like, yeah, but he doesn't have to.
Yeah, but he's not Angaran. So
Yeah. I can kill this guy. Shot him. And then we take the Moshai back on the ship, and the Moshai gives me this weird speech where she's like, "You're just like everybody else. You're just like the cat. You just want our
Yeah.
our relics or whatever." And I was like, I mean, yes, but no, like, were you there for this whole thing?
This post scene was really interesting because I was like, oh, exciting! It's a big decision. This is our first big decision of the game. It's do we save all the Angaran or do we destroy this like Ket zone? But I felt the end of it. It just felt so like I didn't make that decision. It was, I don't know. I didn't feel, because then also flying in were a bunch of these like carrier jets, and they were like, we're gonna blow this place up, right? I was like, oh, when we're done this, we'll blow this place up. And I was like, no, I didn't say do this. This is so weird. And then Jarl is like, oh no, we're not doing that. We're just pick as many people up as you can. But I was like, I'd like to do something with getting people out of here. I felt like it was really, it was like, I didn't feel like anything happened. I feel like I made the decision, and then I just kind of did a little escort, like shooting a bunch of guys.
Sure.
But I haven't like seen any other Angarans running around. I didn't feel like any Jarl being like, oh, thank you, that's really crazy. Like
Jarl, I had a conversation with Jarl where he was very much like,
yeah, he does it like, I had the conversation with him on the ship, but it's like in every one of these other decisions, when there's a big thing like this, you are immediately feeling like a complete shift in narrative. But in this, I was
that,
like,
I think is true. Yeah.
Oh, it's just done. I'm like, is this actually gonna come back? It should do, and I hope it does.
I hope it does too,
because I think it was a fun, interesting thing. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird one. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked that it was a big decision.
Yeah.
I could have spent more time in the facility. I really would have liked that.
I could have, yeah.
I could have, now this is a weird one, I could have taken the Ket to do worse things to like justify destroying the whole facility and killing all the Angarans, to be like, no, this has to happen. Because I'm like, yeah, but I'm freeing them all, and that, like, I don't know, destroying the facility, it's a religious site, sure, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't see what the value of the destruction was.
I did, because destroying it was like, from the Moshai's like perspective, she's like they will just continue to kidnap more Angarans, put them in here, and turn them into Ket. If we destroy this facility, yes, we lose all of the people that are here now, but then they can no longer turn any Angarans into Ket. We've stopped them from being able to do that, period, going forward.
I guess. I just didn't feel like it was the facility doing this, though.
It is. It's this site.
But they had like handheld items. Like, I appreciate that is what it is.
Yeah.
They're saying, no,
it didn't
this is
feel
what
like
happens.
it.
It doesn't feel like that's what it is. Nothing felt like significant about this specific place that lets them do it. It was, and I think this is a weird thing, which I also felt in this, that this is not a sci-fi game. This is fantasy. This is a fantasy game. This is
full fantasy.
And this is a big part of my feeling that this is a fantasy game, of like, it's like, oh no, this is a holy site, and this specific zone we can do little magic, and the magic lets us turn guys.
Yeah, Havarl has dragons. They're bug shaped, but they're dragons.
But they are dragons.
This is deeply a fantasy game. There's so much magic. There's transformation spells. And yeah,
now this isn't to say that I'm against this.
No, I'm not.
I like a fantasy and a sci-fi.
I like sci-fi.
I think
fantasy.
that's a fun.
Yeah,
I think that's a fun little mix. I am taken aback by how much of this is like, oh, it's magic.
Oh, it's magic.
Oh, it's magic. We're doing magic. Yeah.
When you go back after this, if you've done enough good stuff for the Angarans on Vold or Havarl, and you have rescued the Moshai, now the when you get back to Aya, the main guy, I forget his name, still doesn't like you, but the Ungarans overall have earned your trust. They allow you like full use of the facility. They also install a ambassador on the space station, big ship,
the Nexus.
Nexus. And you're like, you're fully welcomed. And then Jal asks if he can remain with your crew, and he's granted this boon for his services. So that is the first part of Trail of Hope, is gaining enough that you can then like access the full planet of Aya, essentially. And this place rules. I love Aya.
It's really pretty.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I wish it was bigger. Like, there's a lot of.
I
stuff
know.
to,
I
like,
wish it
do.
was like a full world.
We were talking
too.
about how we like both so far of the hub worlds that exist.
The Nexus and Aya so far. I really like.
Cool.
I also really like our ship, the
Tempest.
Tempest. Thank you. I like those environments a lot. I'm having fun there, but I love the Nexus and I love Aya. Like, every time I'm there, I'm doing fucking everything. So like, once Aya is fully unlocked for you, you're able to do a bunch of different things. One is that the people of Angara, this I think is so cute, want to share like information about who they are with the people of the Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like little hubs they can go to and write messages to the people of the Nexus, and you like transfer them up so that the Nexus can read their little messages. Just like cutie pies. That's good sci-fi, I think. That's good. That's a good little sci-fi bitty. And so there's that. That's cute. And then you can meet like the politicians on Aya. There's
like a culture exchange mission where you need to learn enough about
their
Angaran.
trade rules and stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Very fun, because the codex entries that actually appear to us are like 4 or 5 sentences long, but then if you look at the bottom, it's like entry is like 3,000 pages. Like, please read this in full. It's really cute. So you get like the lowdown on how trade works here, and then you can have access to the marketplace and you can trade. They agree to take credits, even though they usually are a barter society, which is fun and interesting. I don't like that I've changed them like that already. I think that maybe they should have.
We've corrupted them, and
they could have pushed back on that a little bit. I would have learned to barter. I'm finding shit on those planets. Like, I could figure it out.
There's a weird thing which I've kind of been headcanoning of. They never push back on anything.
They don't push
like
back.
their harshest thing is solved pretty fast. There was one where when Jarl gets back, the head is like, okay, I'm going to reassign you then. I'm going to assign you up for something else. And then Jarl's like, oh, I would quite like to do it. And then the head is like, no, you'll be reassigned. And then you're like, oh no, let him join. And he's like, okay. And it's like, y'all need to. But I think like even. Is this a video game thing? Yes. I like it as like a culture society thing where they don't push back enough.
Right.
Because they're very emotionally open, and they're like, it's like, everyone kind of gets on, and it's like they're like all good-hearted people.
Yeah.
And we are coming in not that.
Yeah. The cat actually
them.
came in and were like, get in the fucking van, and they were like, no. I was like, do it. And they were like, all right. That's actually what happened. That's the footage of what happened to the Ungarans.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, fine.
All right, fine.
I'll go to the camp.
But I like them, and I think they're fun.
I like them a lot.
It's weird because it's like I both want more of them and I do want a tiny bit less of them, but this isn't to say I want less of them. This is to say I want more of the other. I want more of our like coming into this new galaxy struggle.
Yeah.
Now, because the story's fine. We're actually also not finished with the story yet because
there's a second part to this.
You have a conversation. You go in to have like a big proper meeting.
Yep.
With all the heads.
Because now the thing is that you came here, you want to have access to that what is it called? The vault.
Yeah.
You want to have access to the vault. That's the reason you came here in the first place. It's the kind of the reason that you've been trying to gain their trust and show that you're not here to just like, abuse whatever's in there. Now that you've earned their trust enough, they have decided to show it to you, to show you the inside of the vault. This is also what they were torturing the Moshai about. They were trying to see if she could access it, which she can't. She can go inside, but she can't make the interface work. But you have Sam.
Yeah.
So you can.
And Sam goes beep, boop, boop, boop.
Yep. So she brings you inside. You're able to access it, and it's beautiful. It's like this big, star constellation map of all of the
of all of the different vaults.
All the different vaults.
And all the monoliths.
And their connections to each other.
Yeah.
And then there's one in the center of everything that's connected to everything.
Yes.
And
the meridian.
The meridian. And that is what is thought to be like the source of all of this.
Yeah. It's now turned. We are now doing a big treasure hunt.
Big treasure hunt. And we got to get there before the cat.
Yeah.
The cat know where it is because of something.
Sure. So it's the vault on Eos is a big one that's connected to it, and that has shifted. It's shifted something because we fucked with it. This one has yet to shift because we haven't messed with this one at all. But yeah, the Meridian is this like. I think the general idea is the Meridian can terraform planets and make our perfect golden world that we're going to settle on.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the new goal. Maybe the main plot is getting to the Meridian, learning how to unlock it, and making a livable world or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Fun thing. So that's a Trail of Hope.
Yes.
However, I did then, after all of this, go to Havarl, unlock Havarl, unfreeze the scientists who are frozen. We talked about that last time, right? And then I found the Turian encampment.
Yeah.
And the Turian. Did we talk about the Turian encampment last time? I don't.
Yeah, because they point you toward. They tell you about the Ark, the Turian Ark.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about it a little bit. We could talk about it more.
We did. I mean, that's really it. That's pretty much it.
Tell you about the Turian Ark, which is fun. It's good. It's another. It's one where I'm like, damn, I really want to focus on finding all the arcs. I feel like my character's motivation is way more to do with the Nexus than everything else going on. Now, I do appreciate we do need to find a world, but I'm like, to find a world, we need to find the other fucking arcs.
Right, we need to, and to find the world, we need one, because the all the other arcs had a Pathfinder. Yeah. So, like, I'm not going to be alone if I find all these other arcs and get all the Pathfinders, and then
fucking help us out.
And then we can find a world together. Yeah, agreed.
And there was a very minor thing. We've talked about this a couple times because the Quarians aren't in this.
Go off about it.
I feel like the Quarians are so perfect for this.
They would slot into this so
storyline. Having the whole thing about Quarians is that they basically can have no contact with any air that isn't purely filtered outside of their homeworld, because their immune system is just so heinously dog shit. The reason why I thought about this is going into the Ket's, that big Ket facility, they have this giant decontamination thing, and it immediately made me think of the Quarians and being like, I wonder how a Quarian would react to this.
To seeing this.
To seeing a big, it's like, wow, this is one of the most, like, advanced decontamination systems possible. We could use this to not need to have these. Like, we could decontaminate all of the Nexus, and then be able to walk around without masks.
Yeah.
And I really wanted it to have a storyline where the Quarians find a planet that is perfect for them, but maybe it's like if we terraform it,
It will no longer
it
be
won't
perfect
be
for them.
perfect for Quarians. And then I just feel like the Quarians need to be villains.
There's a lot of potential for Quarian story.
Just interesting stuff. Because I did the main storyline. It does have interesting stuff, and I do kind of like where it's going a little bit. I've softened on it because I do still prefer the Ket coming in and also trying to look for a home, but everywhere's destroyed.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, whatever, it's fine.
I'm just glad they're not faceless evil guys anymore. Like, just like they're like that. There's something happening about
turning Angorans. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, wonder what that's about. But the most fun I had is walking around the Nexus and dealing with all the Nexus problems, because it's by far the most interesting shit this game has to offer.
Yeah.
I was dealing with a guy who was like it was the guy who's in second in command who promised the Krogans the like power, and then then when everyone was exiled, apparently he's still talking to all the people who were exiled, and I'm like investigating what his deal is.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of interesting stuff with Kesh is the Krogan leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just interesting stuff with her. There's just like, and
there's a lot. There's a lot of good stuff.
So much shit in the Nexus that I'm like, this is just more
I know, I'm loving the Nexus. Also, I got a really great cutscene on the Tempest where Liam and Jaw are, first of all, I just want to thank the developers of Mass Effect Andromeda for being less cowardly than the developers of 1 through 3. I want to say that. I want to say that out loud. Thank you for your bravery. The two boys are completely naked. They're naked and they are swapping armor as a cultural learning experience with each other to like learn more about.
I've heard them talking about wanting to do this.
And I walked in on them doing it, and it's great. Jaal is naked. You see Jaal's alien body, and it's weird. And I love it. I love it so much. It's great. My one complaint is that they explain why they're doing this, and you do not have an option to support what they're doing. You have two different ways of admonishing them for doing it, and no way to be like, this is a good idea. Because they're bickering about it. They're like kind of mocking each other's armor and like hurting each other's feelings a little bit. But then afterwards, they're like, that's sort of part of it. We're learning each other through ribbing. Anyway, it I heard it and I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. This is a cool idea.
Yeah.
And then both of my character options were like, admonish them politely or admonish them rudely. And I was like, all right, well, Dillin, I think it's great. Boys, swap armor. Swap armor.
If you're listening to this, boys, swap armor.
Boys,
swap armor right now.
Get naked and wear each other's armor. And let me watch when you do it. That's very important to me. After that, I went and had a conversation with Jaal. I've been talking to Jaal a lot.
Yeah.
We first became friends, and then, which is great, when we became friends, he just is like, I really like you and I would like to spend more time with you because I enjoy it. And I was like, love that. Great. And then I did the flirting thing, which I think is great because I had the option to just like not be coy about it, just to be like, I really enjoy your company and I would like to get to know you better. And he's like, yeah, me too. Very
nice.
Very Ungaran, very straightforward, like kind
That's
of
cool.
exchange of intent. Which I liked. So we are on that path. We're doing it.
Yeah.
Going
back to the Nexus.
Yeah.
There is a bunch of protesters.
Oh yes, I did encounter them.
This is great.
Yeah, this
is a very
is
fun
really
story.
good.
So, when you first get back from EOS, you get put in the
when
put
you
in your
make
hands
the
is a bunch
first
of people's
settlement.
lives.
Yeah.
To decide who to take out of cryo first, it's either your
Scientists or
the
military.
scientists or military. In the eventuality, you're doing all of them. Everyone's gonna get out eventually, but who are you doing first? And there was a bunch of protesters because I picked science. So
I
there's a
did
bunch
too.
of military protesters. And one of them, and it's interesting because you take it to this like shoddy council of people, and you're like, well, can we do this? And they're like, well, I mean, we could, but it's a bad idea. We don't have the food for it. We don't have
enough spaces terraformed yet.
Yeah, we like, we're not getting more food. We have to terraform a planet.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, we have Eos, but we're not producing food on it yet.
Yeah.
I don't think this is
going to be
idea.
a disaster.
But it is your call as Pathfinder. And I was like, okay, get them out. Get them out of there. I want them unfreeze because I can't have people being bummed out around because it scares me. I don't like confrontation.
I'm like, absolutely not. I did tell them, I was like, I'll look into it. And then I just didn't. And I was like, yeah, that's an insanely bad idea.
Yeah, it is a bad idea. And because it's fun because this one guy, he was like, my mum is in the pod. And by the time she's unfrozen, I will be her age. And he's like freaking out about how much time she's missing by being in cryosleep. And I'm like, that's cool.
That's cool. That is a consequence of deep space travel and cryo technology, I feel.
You signed the papers.
You
understand
like, you knew that, like, we're searching for a new home and we don't have one yet. Like,
yeah, but they thought that everyone thought.
I know, we all thought. I thought. I certainly thought when I woke up that I was A, gonna have a brother, B, have a father, and C, have a new home. But no, now I've got a robot in my head, and my brother's in a coma, and my dad's dead. We all have to adjust in space.
I did speak to Sarah. I spoke to Sarah, my sister, and then she was like, "Oh, how's Dad?" And I was like, "Good."
Oh, you spoke to her in the coma with Sam,
and I was
right?
like, well, he's fine.
Yeah,
he's okay.
He's good.
All right. Well, speak to you soon.
Talk later. I've unlocked more of Dad's memories by finding the memory
jars.
Basically, the gist is that Mom got sick with some kind of rare disease, and that is why Dad threw all of his focus into developing Sam. Because Sam was rejected. Sam was a rejected project by the military at first.
Because it's a sentient AI.
And that's illegal in our galaxy. He got an exception made and developed this technology to try to cure Mom. And they fought about it, but then they started working on it together. And I haven't gotten much further than that, but obviously we know she died and whatever. But Sam is starting to remember Mom, which is fun because he's unlocking these memories. Yeah. Sam still does not really feel like a character to me. Feels very much like Sam does not feel like an AI. Sam feels like Claude. Like a true AI, like an intelligent species type of thing. Yeah. Sam feels like Claude to me. But I'm hoping that gets more complex and more interesting because I do love like a true sci-fi AI story.
Yeah, an Edie. We love that.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'd love to see Sam get horny.
I think I talked about this I mentioned this yesterday. This is an opinion I have, is that I don't think characters in this story have personality, and it's kind of bumming me out.
There's a lot of there are a lot of characters that I think are great. There are a lot of characters that are coming across as a little flat to me.
I think a lot of it's frustrating because I think most of them are the companion characters. It's so weird because I'm like, I would rather have the co-pilot lead scientist who's religious.
Yeah.
I'd rather her travel in my party.
She's really interesting.
Than like a PB.
Yeah.
Who I have ignored literally every time I've come back.
I keep talking to PB and I'm not really getting much, but like not much to report on is genuinely the thing. But I kind of agree with you. I'm finding that some of the other characters are more interesting, more like kind of controversial, maybe, like, which is interesting and fun, you know?
This game also did the one of the original sins of writing for me, which is it was meant, Ryder says, we're a little bit like a family here. And I'm like, you can't say you're a found family. You have to earn it.
You have to earn it.
I've
Show
known
me
these
that.
co-workers for like a month, maybe max. I don't fucking know these guys.
I'll tell you what, Ryder speaks, I tune out. I tune out because I have a rider up here. What that woman is saying is none of my business. Because she's always saying shit about how we're a family and how we just need to stick together and how, like, we're going to do whatever it takes. I know.
Whatever it takes.
I see the building blocks. I see the slope that we're on that eventually brings us crashing into Veilguard. But she's always saying stuff like that, and her ambient dialogue is always so kitschy and like sweet and saccharine, and I'm just like, I'm tuning it out. You
do not belong here.
No. I know what you're saying. It's all up here, Ryder. It's all up in my noggin. You have a personality. I'm making it, and I'm in charge.
Yeah. I do remember yesterday you said, I have a headcanon that's making this story good.
Oh, my headcanon is about Ryder's, like, Ryder being so, like, science-minded, military-minded, like Brady, and meeting Jal, and Jal being like this opposite to her, this like really like compassionate person who has a huge family that he's somehow close to, whereas like you were close to your father because he was your commander in chief, like not because you had like a close bond, you know. And then to have this person call you kind, and for that to like open a yearning in you to like be kind, learn what kindness is and practice doing it, because you admire this like this new person that does that effortlessly, and it's just miraculous. And then to have that like person be interested in you despite the fact that those things don't come easy to you, that you're not that you don't express your emotions the way that the game has written you to, that you don't do all of those things, and that you're by nature, but you're learning to, and he already takes an interest in you. I just think there's a beautiful little story that I've concocted in my head there.
I like it. Yeah.
Any characters you're thinking about romancing?
I was Jarl, but I can't romance the same character as you because we can't eat the same plate at dinner.
Okay.
So I'm thinking the Turian lady, but it doesn't really like work with how my rider works. Like my rider is such
what about Liam? Because Liam is like
he's
so
straight.
Sweet and. Fuck! I forgot about that.
And the thing is Liam is the one.
Liam is the one.
But he's the
one for your guy. He's so
straight,
perfect. He's so enthusiastic and like.
Yeah, he's the same character as my rider. Like those two
hell.
would make such a cute couple, but unfortunately, he's lying to himself.
God.
So here's what my plan is. I'm playing a gay rider who's in love with Liam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit on him every possible chance I can.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I like Liam, and that's so spot on. That's so perfect. That's so funny. Oh my God.
I know. It's deeply upsetting. And it's like the only guy I'm kind of remotely interested in. Again, I like the Turian, but it's like I kind of, it's such a weird, like, she reminds me of my ex, like, you're no Garrus. It's like it's like, hey, listen, you're like a cool sniper Turian who's like
Yeah.
flippant, but also like militaristic, but like kind of a rebel. And it's like, you're no
You're
Garrus.
no Garrus. Oh, fun thing! Before I confess my feelings to Jal, I had a conversation with. I'm pretty sure it was PB. It's not the other one. No, it's definitely PB. And where PB is like, I'm really curious. You know that we can breed with anything in the
Anything in the Milky Way galaxy.
In the Milky Way galaxy. I wonder if that's true here. I'm thinking about maybe testing it out on Jal. And then you have the opportunity to like kind of like encourage it.
Yeah.
Or to be like, I don't think that's weird and creepy to do that. And what happened was the dialogue option to encourage it is written in the dialogue tree as, well, Jal is a really great guy. And I kind of picked that option first. And I was like, but what comes out of Ryder's mouth is, yeah, you should go for it.
It's so fucking crazy how now people have talked about this in BioWare games since their fucking inception.
Yeah.
This game does it so by far the most egregiously.
Yeah.
It is not even the same, like none of the sentence is the same.
No.
It's completely the opposite in meaning and everything.
In meaning, in a big way. So I did a dirty reload.
That's fine. That's the game's fault.
That's the game's fault. And I said, that's absolutely inappropriate. And she said, wow, thanks for lighting the way, Ryder. And I said, do your job. Stop trying to fuck our crew. And then I immediately went into Jal's room and I was like, I got it for you bad. I was like, ooh, there's a fucking courtesan sniffing around my man. I better get defensive.
Some fucking whore.
Oh my god. But don't worry, we locked it down. It down.
Good, I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you know about PB's parentage?
Oh, yes, but explain.
It's her mother is Asari, her dad is an Elcor.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why isn't she an Elcor? Tell me that. Why doesn't she say question?
Why?
Question.
Where am I?
Can I sleep with Jal? Regrettably. Oh, I'm sad I can't do sleep with Jal.
Oh my god.
With gay anger. Why is Liam straight? Sorry.
The boys had a good Elcor joke. The banter's good. There's a lot of good banter.
They're
doing good with that.
The crew is interesting as a unit. They talk amongst each other a lot.
Yeah,
I like how Ryder also talks with them. I think that's really cool.
I think it is really cool.
Ryder was discussing with them stuff, and I thought that was great. The problem is that it's not your Ryder.
The problem is that Ryder's saying stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
But I do like that she's talking.
It's just I don't. I personally don't think the Tempest is a great place to wander around.
I like it, but it is
it's like
windy and big.
It's windy. There is one console that does 3 different things depending on where you're looking at it from, and I think that
strike team nonsense.
Strike team nonsense. R&D development,
R&D.
and then it's 4 things because it's R&D, it is crafting, and then I think it's checking emails.
Yeah.
It's too much, babe. It's too much. I don't like it. I think it would be better because the thing is that this is the most minor criticism. To continue my PB storyline, I have to check my emails. I forget to do that every time because I go around, I speak to every member of the crew, And then I ship myself off to the next mission, and then I'm like, what do I have to do? I have to check my fucking emails. And it's like, let me just talk to PB and she tell me what she wrote in the email.
It's funny that it's waiting for an email for somebody that's on your ship.
And that's
funny.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing.
There's also a thing where it's like my Liam thing to make armor. I need to craft armor. I need to craft a specific armor piece, which is worse than all the stuff I have. Just either force me to do it first time or just make me not have to do it. I don't like crafting in games. I didn't like crafting in Dragon Age Inquisition.
I know.
I don't like crafting in this.
I do like it in Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm undecided on whether I like it in this yet. I have to do a little bit more.
I think
I
material
don't hate
finding in this is more annoying.
That I would agree with. But
you have to go from planet to planet and shoot your little orbs into it, or you need to go onto the planet and run around and mine. And it's like, oh my god, I fucking just give me money.
Have you used the Nomad to get materials yet? Because I do like that.
Yeah. I did that a lot on EOS.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. It's just like I just don't. I'm never a fan of when a game tells me to meander. When it's like, hey, just kind of go to the planet and just kind of find the things you need. It's a random
I don't need
chance,
that to be. I don't need that to be a quest.
Yeah, it's
that
a random
can be a
chance
thing
to do it. By the way, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Don't make that a quest. I'll just do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's my overall read on this arc overall. I liked it. I think that this would have been really strong if it happened a bit earlier into the game. I feel like they let us wander a little bit too much without giving us a reveal of what the story is, of like what the real story is.
Yeah.
Part of that may be that I did too much before unlocking the main part of this quest. That might just be that I did that. But there's a part of me that does think that this would have landed better if it was a little bit earlier.
And because it is interesting, and it's so weird because it's like the fact that there are two pretty huge storylines going on at the same time. The Nexus, where the fuck are our planets, everything is going wrong on the Nexus, and also there's this giant war in this galaxy that we need to solve. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I am being so honest. I don't know why I'm so hostile to it. I don't know why I'm like, I don't care about this. Let me deal with the Nexus politics problems. It's more interesting, and it's pissing me off. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me with it.
I do know why. It's because for up until right now, all of the game that didn't have to do with the Nexus politics was boring. We finally got a mission that was really exciting about that. But up until now, you've been excited and interested and engaged on the Nexus and bored out on the planets.
Yeah.
So like you've just sort of been set up for that feeling, which is why I think if they push this good quest a little bit earlier, all of a sudden you get your buy-in to what the main story is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens with the cat.
Me too.
Part of me thinks that there always were Angarans.
That's kind of what I think.
Part of me is like, I kind of fuck with that. It's different enough, and I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm still so curious as to why they are after things. Maybe they're like, we just want a home. And we have to capture Angarans because they're literally us. And the more you kill, the more we have to grab.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe they think they can maybe they can use it like you could terraform the planet. Maybe you could transform all the Angarans at once. Like,
that would be crazy.
You know, like maybe they think it's like a way to
it's just like a mass.
Finish the job. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's pretty fun. I like that thought. I don't know.
But it's fun.
Yeah. I'm excited to find the arcs. I think
Me too.
This week I'm gonna really try to get stuck into doing stuff. Now, for what we are doing next week, I don't have. Can you grab up the Mass Effect wiki, please? Because I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah.
Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah. And let's go down. Okay. So
we've gotten to a Trail of Hope.
And we've
done
all
all
of
here.
these.
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a long game.
Okay. Oh.
It's deeply not a long game. So we could do Hunting the Archon we're both on now.
Yes. I say let's just do Hunting the Archon and because I would love more time to try to do some of the companion quests around now.
We take it kind.
We do Hunting the Archon and then as many like side quests /
Okay, sure.
companion quests as you want to do.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick and fucking twisted.
Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that like I'm looking at like the priority missions, finding the other people is not part of that. It's like this game is considering it a side quest. I don't think it is. I think so. I want to like prioritize
you
it.
want to get the arcs? Yeah.
The arcs. That's it.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Next week, Hunting the Archon and other and miscellaneous.
And miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. And then post that, do we go all the way to Journey to the Meridian and then we finish the game? So we got 2 weeks left.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Great.
Sick. Okay.
Sick.
So next week we'll do Hunting the Archon and Misk.
And Misk.
And then we'll
regroup from there, but I think, yeah, we'll do the next 2 groups and be done.
Yeah.
Exciting!
Well, thank you so much for listening to us, you fucking scum.
Oh my god, you cat bastards. You
You stupid fucking dumb ass. Dumb of ass, thick of head.
Yeah.
Because honestly, make no mistake, this is a one-way trip.
This is a one-way trip. I was like, the game is rigged from the start.
Make no mistake,
Wait.
the game is rigged from the start.
The game was rigged from the start. Get out of here.
Make no mistake, in honor, sacrifice.
Yeah,